After Phuket, it was time to pack up and say goodbye for the final time. Possibly, who knows, we might be back. We had 2 camps planned on our way to the city of Bangkok, both at a national park. On our journey, we were asked to stop, not by the police this time, but by workmen. They were cutting down a tree, and we had to sit and wait patiently for them to go about their work. Little did we know at this point that waiting patiently for others to do their work would be such a challenge on our journey. Something that we would discover when we arrived in Bangkok. Our first campsite was at Lime Son National Park with a beach view. We set up camp, enjoyed a dinner and had a fabulous sunset walk.
What a beautiful venue. I don't know if you can see, I'll turn you round so you can see the truck maybe in the distance between the trees. And this is the national park in which we're in. Beautiful, right? And the sun is about to set through those trees. Should be fantastic. Come and join us.
The next day, heading north, we again took time to take in the scenery. Turning many a corner, we would see huge golden Buddhas sitting proud on the top of the mountains. And on occasions, some statues that were standing proud on the side of the road. We love a beach camp, despite sand getting everywhere. Our second campsite didn't disappoint, and this time we saw the sun rise with our morning cup of coffee. This was the last part of the journey to the big city, and hopefully some news on the Chinese application forms. We were excited. I was probably a little anxious, but the stop in the city was for a purpose. We were definitely going to make the most of our time.
Hello everyone, we are just off out to see Asiatique.
It's by the waterfront. By water. And it looks really nice.
Asiatique waterfront.
And it's recommended.
So we're going to take a little walk and check it out.
Yeah, let's see what it's about.
This is it's a circle, isn't it?
We love an early evening walk, and we were keen to explore the waterfront. So Mike found us a back street walk, which gave us a real insight into the back streets of Bangkok and the evening life of Thai families. We were in search of a ferry crossing, not realising how challenging this was going to be.
Well, we're at the ferry, the pier, hoping to catch a shuttle over to that side. Time will tell, I guess. We had to wait 30 minutes for this.
We hadn't got a clue what was going on.
Not a clue what was going on.
We'll explain again.
But we're on a boat that's going somewhere.
We had to flag down a boat and quickly jump on, hoping it was going to take us where we wanted to go. The sigh of relief was evident on the other side of the river.
Some of the busy nightlife is pretty special. If you want to be able to have a good time, go for a bar, or maybe one of these shops you can see here. This is why we came.
The Asiatique was a vibrant modern area with lots of stalls, eateries, river cruises and people. But we did love the vibe of this place. So we woke up on a Thursday morning in our Airbnb, which is very quirky and we're loving it, but we'd had no news. So we thought, let's make the most of the day, and we headed down to the waterfront. I really wanted to see it at night, didn't I?
Yeah.
So we were having a lovely time. We were exploring. It's a beautiful area, busy, very busy area. And we sat down and enjoyed a beer, and had an email pop up. My form had been rejected.
Yeah, that's not quite the reaction you had at the time, is it?
Not at all. I was really upset. It is a form. It's not a visa rejection. It's a form rejection. And when you read what they'd highlighted, I understood particularly one part of it.
Two sections, wasn't it?
There were two sections, work and my education. The education, okay, I understood and could rectify that. The work, I struggled with, because those of you who know me, I've not worked since I left Doha in 2019. Was looking for work, but it just didn't happen. So it was a shock.
Yeah. In fact, that sort of upset us a little, that we didn't want to hang around too much then. In our heads, filling out that form, we'd done it, we'd sorted it, and now we had the news. It actually said you can go back in and modify the form. So we thought, well, okay, well, all right, we'll catch a train back to the place here and have another go of the form. So we did. We did it quite quickly. Changed it,
modified it, and then it was late. It was about 9 o'clock at night, so knew it wasn't going to be looked at. And the next morning at 9:30, anxious. Only I'd heard. Mike hadn't heard.
Yeah, I had nothing. And I put very similar information down on my form, but heard nothing about, and no email, nothing.
No.
But at 9:30,
I had another rejection.
that's 2 on the trot now.
And it was all related to work.
Although one part had been okay, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, the education part I didn't need to modify. It was the work part, and I was struggling to put in the information that they obviously wanted, because when you put retired, they wanted to know where I'd worked for the last 5 years. Well, I hadn't. So we did it again. We tried different ways. We also asked Google for different answers. So we did it again. So this was our third attempt.
Yeah.
And I heard back very prompt, actually. Well, within an hour, again, third rejection.
You weren't feeling too good at this point.
I wasn't. I got really upset, uptight. I was upset because I was taking it as a personal rejection. I also felt totally out of control. I was also getting a little angry, wasn't I? Because I wanted to tell them this is what's happened over the last 5 years. This is why I've not been working. Poor Mike had it in the neck.
I'm not sure if the form was easy to complete. It wasn't clear. You had to put down what you did, and then you have to put the working actual elements down. But when you selected things like retired or whatever, it wouldn't allow you to do certain things. So I don't think the form helped either.
No, but in that meantime, you had an email.
Yeah, well, a little bit, it was lunchtime-ish, something like that, and then I received an email saying my form had been rejected. So it sort of may have suggested that we'd finished and the last update from Julia's form, and she had not received any more rejections. It just says under review. So it seems as if Julia's form was accepted.
It's still under
Seems,
review.
but it says under review. So then I had my form, which was rejected, and I thought, okay, we'd learned a little bit, so I tried to make sure it was very specific, trying to add a little bit more information to this bit and this bit, and now my form is under review. So both of our forms at the moment are under review, and it's the weekend.
Yeah, so we had done this, we completed them by 1 o'clock-ish on Friday and heard nothing. So assumed the weekend had started, we had to go with the weekend. We have only booked this Airbnb till Monday morning.
Which is tomorrow.
So I was like, we need to be looking for another place. As much as we love it here, it's not ideal for getting to the visa centre. It's a good an hour and a quarter travelling on different trains. It's not all the way through. And I just felt we needed to be round the corner, walking distance, so we could call in. We had asked a company that we're working with for the Chinese visas, their advice. We carried out all their advice, and the final bit was go and see them. So both of us feel now, if we don't hear tomorrow, if we do hear tomorrow and it's a rejection, we're definitely going in. If it's approved by tomorrow, then we need to go in with our documentation.
Yeah.
So the closer we are, the better.
Yeah, which is another story, because we're finishing here. We are going to get closer. It took us a good few hours to sort out a place, because Otto, the truck, you will know, is quite high. It's 2.7 meters high, and trying to find a place that will store our truck, that was another problem altogether. Which we found a lovely hotel. In fact, they were so helpful. But we did actually go to that hotel, talk to them, and they was really helpful.
Yeah.
And they've got a nice place sorted for us. So we've got a place to put the truck in the case that we have to go and visit the Chinese visa. However, this process is elongated now. So we were hoping, if everything went well, that they would have accepted our application on Thursday, and we'd either pick the visas up on Friday, or if there was a little slight issue, we'd pick them up on Monday. There's generally 2 days, but we've not even heard that our visa application forms have been accepted yet. So if they're accepted on the Monday, we probably can't pick them up till Wednesday, and it might even be Wednesday afternoon. So our stop in Bangkok
has been lengthened.
Lengthened, to say the least, which is good and bad. I mean, we've got a lot, that we can do. We are quite busy. We're going to take the opportunity to look around a little bit more. I think we're a bit more level-headed now.
I wasn't level-headed, and perhaps it was. Perhaps it's good that it's happened in Bangkok,